Have you ever noticed those moments when you get so deeply absorbed in what you're doing that time seems to disappear? When hours pass like minutes, and all that exists is you and the task in front of you. That state is called flow, and it's one of the most powerful conditions the human mind can experience. Today, we're going to explore what the flow state really is, why it's considered the peak of human performance, what happens in your brain when you enter it, and how you can consciously trigger it in your own life. The term flow was first introduced by psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi in the 1970s. He studied artists, athletes, scientists, and creators, people who could lose themselves completely in their craft. After years of research, he concluded that the happiest people are not those who have the most, but those who are completely absorbed in what they do. They live in flow. Flow is a state of total immersion, where your attention, emotions, and actions become perfectly aligned. You stop thinking about the past or the future. You are fully present in the now. In this state, your mind becomes laser-focused, self-doubt fades away, and your performance skyrockets. Neuroscientifically, flow is fascinating. During this state, a part of the brain called the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for self-monitoring and inner criticism, temporarily quiets down. Scientists call this phenomenon transient hypofrontality. When that mental chatter disappears, creativity, intuition, and instinct take over. You don't think your way through the task, you become the task itself. Csikszentmihalyi identified 4 key characteristics of flow. The first is a clear goal. You know exactly what you're doing and why. A software developer coding a new feature or a musician mastering a melody both enter flow because their objectives are specific and meaningful. The second is immediate feedback. You can instantly see or feel the results of your actions. Every keystroke, every note, every movement provides a response that guides you deeper. The third element is a balance between challenge and skill. If the task is too easy, you get bored. If it's too hard, you get anxious. Flow exists in the sweet spot, right between boredom and frustration, where the difficulty slightly exceeds your current ability. And the fourth sign, time and self vanish. In flow, you lose awareness of yourself as a separate entity. As one athlete described it, "I'm not running, I am the run." So how can we consciously enter this state? According to research, certain conditions make flow more likely. The first is to eliminate distractions. A 2017 study published in Cognitive Research found that every time your attention is interrupted by a phone notification or a message, it takes on average 23 minutes to fully regain focus. That's why a quiet environment, silenced notifications, and deep concentration are essential. Second, set clear, measurable goals. The brain wastes energy on vague intentions. Instead of saying, "I'll study today," say, "I'll read and summarize 1 chapter in the next 45 minutes." Small, specific targets create momentum. Third, find the right level of difficulty. Neuroscientist and performance expert Stephen Kotler, in his book The Rise of Superman, explains that the ideal challenge is about 4% beyond your current ability. That's enough to stretch you, but not enough to overwhelm you. Fourth, take care of your body. Flow is not just psychological, it's biochemical. Neurotransmitters like dopamine, norepinephrine, and anandamide play a critical role in sharpening attention and motivation. That means good sleep, hydration, and movement all contribute to easier entry into flow. And finally, rest strategically. Flow doesn't vanish instantly, but fatigue can break it. The brain naturally works in 90-minute focus cycles, so take a short 5-minute break after each session, stretch, walk, or breathe. That recovery maintains mental clarity for the next round. Flow isn't just about feeling good, it's about performing at your best. Research from NASA and the McKinsey Global Institute has shown that people in flow can be up to 5 times more productive than in their normal working state. Imagine accomplishing in one day what used to take an entire week. Beyond productivity, flow enhances creativity, reduces stress, and increases overall well-being. It literally trains your brain to find joy and focus. Csikszentmihalyi described it perfectly. Flow is the point where pleasure, meaning, and achievement converge. So, flow is not magic. It's a natural human condition, but one that requires intention to access. You can train yourself to enter it by creating the right environment, setting precise goals, and choosing challenges that slightly stretch your limits. Every time you lose track of time doing something meaningful, that's your brain's way of saying, this is what you were built for. If you learn to live more often in that state, your life won't just become more productive, it will become richer, more present, and more deeply fulfilling. Now, let me ask you this. When was the last time you completely lost track of time? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might just inspire someone else to find their own flow. If this video resonated with you, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe, because in the next episode, we'll dive into the science of deep work and how it connects to mastering flow. Remember, focus, flow, fulfillment.